Do you remember the iconic film The Last Picture Show? It garnered lots of attention and opinions, becoming a legendary movie. It had to do with one scene that changed everything for its success. Before we dive deep into that particular scene, let's talk about the show itself, and all that led to the one part that caused so much havoc: the film had to be banned. The show America loved. The Last Picture Show is a 1971 American coming-of-age drama film directed and co-written by Peter Bogdanovich. Adapted from Larry McMurtry's semi-autobiographical 1966 novel of the same name. The film features a remarkable ensemble cast including Timothy Bottoms, Jeff Bridges, Ellen Burstyn, Ben Johnson, Cloris Leachman, and Cybill Shepherd. Set in a small town in northern Texas between November 1951 and October 1952, the narrative follows the lives of two high school seniors and longtime friends, Sonny Crawford, played by Bottoms, and Dwayne Jackson, played by Bridges. Released theatrically on October 22, 1971, by Columbia Pictures, The Last Picture Show garnered critical and commercial acclaim. On a modest budget of $1.3 million, the film grossed $29 million. Its success was further underscored by 8 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture and Best Director. Ben Johnson and Cloris Leachman won Oscars for their performances in the Best Supporting Actor and Best Supporting Actress categories respectively, with additional nominations for Jeff Bridges and Ellen Burstyn. In 1990, Bogdanovich directed a sequel, Texasville, based on McMurtry's 1987 novel. Although it featured much of the original cast reprising their roles, Texasville did not achieve the same level of critical or commercial success as its predecessor. Nonetheless, The Last Picture Show has endured as a significant work in American cinema. In 1998, the Library of Congress selected it for preservation in the United States National Film Registry, recognizing its cultural, historical, and aesthetic significance. How the show came to be. Going into The Last Picture Show, Peter Bogdanovich was a 31-year-old stage actor, film essayist, and critic with only one prior directorial credit for the film Targets, also known as Before I Die, which he worked on with his wife and collaborator, Polly Platt. The inspiration for adapting Larry McMurtry's novel came about serendipitously. While waiting in a cashier's line at a drugstore, Bogdanovich noticed a paperback titled The Last Picture Show. Initially dismissing it as uninteresting, he put it back. However, a few weeks later, actor Sal Mineo handed Platt a copy of the book, expressing his wish to have been part of it, but acknowledging he was too old for the roles. He recommended that Platt and Bogdanovich turn it into a film. Platt, though unsure of its cinematic potential, recognized the book's quality. Bogdanovich, McMurtry, and Platt collaborated to adapt the novel into the film. Stephen Friedman, a lawyer at Columbia Pictures eager to transition into film production, had purchased the film rights to the book and was brought on board as a producer. Bogdanovich discussed the film's aesthetic with Orson Welles, his house guest at the time, who suggested that black and white would be a suitable choice. This was an unconventional decision by then, but agreed upon for its artistic value. The film was shot in McMurtry's small hometown of Archer City, Texas, which McMurtry had renamed Thalia in his novel. For the film, Bogdanovich called it Anarene, inspired by a ghost town near Archer City. This choice also paid homage to the famous Cowtown. Abilene, Kansas, featured in Howard Hawks' Red River, 1948, which is shown as the last picture show that Sonny and Dwayne watch at the film's end. After filming wrapped, Bogdanovich returned to Los Angeles to edit the film on a moviola. He edited the entire film himself but did not credit himself as the editor, feeling that his roles as director and co-writer were sufficient. When the Motion Picture Editors Guild required an editor credit, he suggested Don Cambern, who had been editing another film in a nearby office and had assisted Bogdanovich with some technical aspects. Cambern later stated that while Bogdanovich did do an initial edit, he made significant contributions to the film's final form, improving it further after a screening for industry insiders indicated its potential. The Last Picture Show became a landmark film, known for its stark portrayal of small-town life and its innovative use of black and white cinematography. It remains a testament to Bogdanovich's vision and collaborative spirit, marking a significant moment in American cinema history. The production and shooting saga. During the production of The Last Picture Show, Peter Bogdanovich faced a series of formidable challenges that required innovative solutions to faithfully adapt Larry McMurtry's cherished novel into a compelling cinematic narrative. First and foremost was the task of finding the perfect filming location to authentically depict the small Texas town described in McMurtry's novel. Bogdanovich's decision to shoot in Archer City, Texas, McMurtry's own hometown, presented logistical hurdles due to its small size and limited infrastructure. However, this choice imbued the film with an unparalleled authenticity, capturing the essence of 1950s small-town Texas life. Navigating these challenges necessitated close collaboration with the local community to address logistical concerns and ensure smooth production operations. This partnership not only facilitated filming, but also enriched the film's authenticity, integrating the town's unique character into the narrative tapestry. Adapting McMurtry's intricate novel for the screen was another daunting task. The book's layered narrative and nuanced characterizations required careful adaptation to preserve its essence while making it accessible to a broader audience. Bogdanovich, alongside McMurtry and his wife Polly Platt, meticulously distilled the novel's themes of adolescence, friendship, and the passage of time into a cohesive cinematic narrative. Collaboration with McMurtry was instrumental in maintaining fidelity to the novel's spirit while embracing the visual storytelling medium. This creative dialogue ensured that the film retained the emotional depth and thematic richness that had captivated readers. A pivotal artistic decision was Bogdanovich's choice to film The Last Picture Show in black and white, an unconventional approach during an era dominated by color filmmaking. This aesthetic not only enhanced the film's period authenticity but also underscored its themes of nostalgia and melancholy. Cinematographer Robert Surtees, renowned for his mastery of light and shadow, played a crucial role in realizing Bogdanovich's vision, capturing the stark beauty of the Texas landscape and the intimate moments of the characters' lives with evocative precision. The casting process was equally critical to the film's success. Bogdanovich and casting director Jane Jenkins conducted extensive auditions to assemble an ensemble that could authentically portray McMurtry's diverse characters. The casting of emerging talents like Timothy Bottoms, Jeff Bridges, and Cybill Shepherd, alongside seasoned actors such as Ben Johnson and Cloris Leachman, added depth and authenticity to the ensemble. Bogdanovich's directorial approach, emphasizing naturalistic performances and character-driven storytelling, allowed the actors to inhabit their roles with depth and complexity. This approach, coupled with Bogdanovich's meticulous attention to detail, contributed to the film's emotional resonance and critical acclaim. Overall, the production of The Last Picture Show was marked by creative challenges that were met with innovative solutions, a collaborative spirit, and unwavering dedication to honoring the source material. Bogdanovich's meticulous craftsmanship, coupled with the commitment of his cast and crew, culminated in a film that remains a poignant reflection of American life and a testament to the enduring power of cinema. Cybill Shepherd and her J.C. Farrow role. Cybill's journey to securing the role of J.C. Farrow in The Last Picture Show is a story of remarkable serendipity, talent, and the discerning eye of director Peter Bogdanovich. Cybill Shepherd was born on February 18, 1950, in Memphis, Tennessee. From an early age, her beauty and charm were apparent, setting the stage for her future career. Shepherd's initial foray into the world of entertainment began with modeling. Her first big break came when she was crowned Miss Teenage Memphis, a title that launched her into the modeling industry in New York City. Her striking features and magnetic presence quickly made her a standout in the modeling world, leading to numerous appearances on magazine covers. Peter Bogdanovich, a burgeoning director in Hollywood, was in the midst of casting for The Last Picture Show, a film adaptation of Larry McMurtry's novel. The story, set in a small, Fading Texas Town in the early 1950s explores themes of loneliness, sexuality, and the inexorable passage of time. Central to the narrative was the character of J.C. Farrow, a beautiful and ambitious high school girl whose allure and complexity were pivotal to the film. Bogdanovich's discovery of Shepard was nothing short of fortuitous. He came across her image on the cover of Glamour magazine and was immediately struck by her beauty and the intriguing depth she seemed to convey in a single photograph. Convinced that she possessed the potential to embody J.C.'s character, Bogdanovich decided to invite Shepard to audition for the role despite her lack of acting experience. The audition process was rigorous, with many established actresses competing for the part. However, Shepard's natural talent shone through. Bogdanovich believed that her inexperience could lend an authentic freshness to the character of J.C., and Shepard's performance during the auditions confirmed his instincts. She displayed a raw, unpolished talent that resonated with the director's vision for the film. Shepard's chemistry with the cast and her ability to capture the nuanced complexity of J.C. Farrow ultimately won her the role. Her portrayal of J.C. was both captivating and haunting, contributing significantly to the film's success. Shepard's performance was widely acclaimed, marking the beginning of a prolific acting career. In The Last Picture Show, Cybill Shepard's portrayal of J.C. Farrow was a breakthrough that showcased her acting abilities and set the stage for her future successes in Hollywood. The role not only launched her career, but also cemented her status as a talented actress, capable of delivering powerful and memorable performances. The controversial pool scene. The pool scene featuring Cybill Shepard in The Last Picture Show is one of the film's most controversial and unforgettable moments. It captures the raw, unsettling dynamics of youthful allure and the social mores of a small Texas town in the 1950s, making a profound impact on audiences and critics alike. The scene, while pivotal to the narrative, also ignited significant controversy and debate, both during production and after the film's release. In this infamous scene, Shepard's character, J.C. Farrow, decides to test the limits of her allure by seducing the boys in her social circle. She initiates a game of strip billiards at a local pool hall. As the game progresses, J.C. methodically removes her clothing, eventually standing naked before the awestruck and uncomfortable boys. The scene is charged with tension, highlighting J.C.'s complex mix of innocence, manipulation, and desire for control and validation. Filming the pool scene was fraught with difficulties primarily due to Shepard's inexperience and conservative views on nudity. Shepard, who had never acted before, found herself in a vulnerable position, having to perform a highly intimate and revealing scene. Despite assurances that she could opt out of the nude scenes, this promise was never formalized in writing, leaving her without concrete recourse. Director Peter Bogdanovich, aware of Shepard's reservations, took measures to make her as comfortable as possible. He cleared the set, allowing only the cameraman and sound technician to be present during the filming. The other actors involved in the scene were filmed separately to minimize Shepard's discomfort. Despite these precautions, Shepard remained understandably apprehensive about the potential repercussions of the scene. Shepard's concerns proved justified when still photos from the scene were later published in Playboy magazine. This unauthorized publication of explicit images led to a significant uproar. Shepard, feeling betrayed and violated, sued the magazine. The lawsuit brought widespread attention to the issue of actors' rights and privacy, particularly concerning on-screen nudity. The controversy surrounding the pool scene did not end with the lawsuit. The incident sparked a broader debate within the film industry about the ethical treatment of actors and the need for clear, enforceable guidelines regarding nudity and explicit content. In response to the backlash and legal action, the Screen Actors Guild introduced new rules to protect actors from being coerced into performing nude scenes and to ensure that any agreements about such scenes were clearly documented and respected. Cybill Shepard, despite her glamorous and often provocative roles, was known for her conservative views, especially when it came to nudity on screen. This dichotomy between her public persona and private beliefs created a unique dynamic in her career, particularly during the making of The Last Picture Show. Shepard's upbringing in Memphis, Tennessee, was rooted in traditional values. Raised in a conservative family, she carried those principles with her into her professional life. Despite the allure and opportunities that Hollywood presented, Shepard remained steadfast in her beliefs, often finding herself at odds with the industry's expectations. When she was cast as J.C. Farrow in The Last Picture Show, Shepard was thrust into a role that required a level of vulnerability and openness that she had not previously encountered. The character of J.C. was central to the film's exploration of sexual awakening and the complexities of adolescent desire. This necessitated scenes that were intimate and, at times, explicit. Shepard's conservative stance on nudity became a point of contention during the filming. She was initially hesitant and uncomfortable with the idea of baring herself on screen. This reluctance was not just a matter of personal discomfort, but also stemmed from her upbringing and the values she held dear. Director Peter Bogdanovich, aware of Shepard's reservations, approached the situation with sensitivity. He understood the importance of these scenes for the film's authenticity and emotional impact, yet he also respected Shepard's boundaries. Through careful negotiation and respectful dialogue, they reached a compromise that allowed Shepard to maintain her integrity while delivering a performance that was both compelling and true to the character. Shepard's conservative views on nudity did not impede her performance, but rather added a layer of depth to it. Her ability to convey J.C.'s internal struggles and vulnerabilities without relying heavily on explicit scenes showcased her talent as an actress. This approach resonated with audiences and critics alike, who praised her for bringing a nuanced complexity to the role. In the years following The Last Picture Show, Shepard continued to navigate her career with the same principles. She often chose roles that allowed her to express her talent without compromising her values. This balance between personal beliefs and professional demands became a defining characteristic of her career. The pool scene in The Last Picture Show remains a powerful example of the complexities and challenges that actors, especially young and inexperienced ones, face when dealing with explicit content. It also serves as a reminder of the importance of ethical practices and respect for personal boundaries in the film industry. Cybill Shepard's experience and the ensuing controversy ultimately led to positive changes, contributing to a more conscientious and respectful approach to on-screen nudity in Hollywood. The consequences. The aftermath of the controversial pool scene in The Last Picture Show was marked by intense public reaction, legal battles, and significant changes in the film industry. This scene, where Cybill Shepard's character J.C. Farrow disrobes completely during a game of strip billiards, became a focal point of both acclaim and controversy, leading to severe consequences for the film and its distribution. Upon its release in 1971, The Last Picture Show received a polarized response. While many praised it for its stark and honest portrayal of adolescence and small-town decay, the explicit nature of the pool scene drew sharp criticism. Some viewers and critics hailed the scene as a bold artistic statement that underscored the film's themes of sexual awakening and moral decline. Others, however, viewed it as gratuitous and exploitative, sparking heated debates about decency in cinema. The explicit content, especially involving a young actress like Cybill Shepard, who was making her film debut, added fuel to the fire. The scene's raw depiction of teenage sexuality was particularly provocative, challenging the conservative values held by many at the time. The discomfort it generated among audiences translated into a broader societal backlash. The controversy surrounding the pool scene escalated when unauthorized still photos from the scene appeared in Playboy magazine. Cybill Shepard, who had expressed concerns about her nude scenes, felt deeply betrayed. She had been assured that she could opt out of such scenes, but these assurances were not legally binding, leaving her without recourse when the photos were published. Shepard's decision to sue Playboy brought significant media attention to the issue, highlighting the lack of protections for actors regarding the unauthorized use of explicit images. As the controversy gained momentum, various community groups and moral watchdog organizations began campaigning against the film. These groups argued that the explicit scenes, particularly the pool scene, were indecent and harmful to public morals. They feared that such content could corrupt young viewers and undermine societal values. The backlash was especially pronounced in more conservative regions, where the film's candid portrayal of teenage sexuality was seen as particularly objectionable. In response to community pressure, local governments in several towns and cities across the United States took action to ban the film. Theaters were threatened with boycotts or legal action if they screened the Last Picture Show. These bans significantly affected the film's distribution, restricting its audience and limiting its box office potential. In many places, the film was only shown to adult audiences, and in some cases, it was pulled from theaters entirely. The banning of the Last Picture Show underscored the cultural divide in America during the early 1970s. The clash between those who championed artistic freedom and those who demanded stricter censorship reflected broader societal tensions around issues of sexuality, morality, and artistic expression. The incident also prompted significant changes within the film industry. The Screen Actors Guild, recognizing the need to protect actors from exploitation, introduced new rules regarding on-screen nudity. These rules required clear documentation and mutual agreement before filming explicit scenes, ensuring that actors were fully informed and had given their explicit consent. This shift aimed to prevent future incidents like the one involving Cybill and Playboy, providing actors with greater control over their images and performances. Despite the controversy and bans, The Last Picture Show achieved critical acclaim, earning 8 Academy Award nominations and winning 2. The pool scene, while contentious, is often cited as a pivotal moment in the film, contributing to its raw and honest depiction of human relationships and societal norms. The film's success and the discussions it sparked played a crucial role in shaping the future of American cinema, encouraging a more nuanced approach to controversial content and reinforcing the importance of ethical considerations in filmmaking.